Okay, we go back to the phones open line Friday. J.R., Madison, Wisconsin. Great to have you on the program, sir. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Megadittos Rush from behind the Cheddar Curtain in Madison, Wisconsin.
Thank you, sir.
I was remembering when I first heard you quite a few years ago, back in the late 80s, and not only remember where I was at, but I remembered, what you were saying and some of the things that helped me start a business and do some things that, put me in a place where I'm at today. Things like self-reliance, individualism, and most importantly would be when there's a recession or the chips are down, that you don't have to participate in it. If you pull yourself up by the bootstraps, you can get it done.
Exactly right. Now, how did you feel when the president told you back on July 13th that you didn't do any of that?
Well, yeah, obviously, that's not the case, but when I started the business and started things rolling, it infuriates me and a lot of people that are around. I mean, I think you're going to have a big surprise when election time comes around, because these polls don't mean anything.
Yeah. Well, according to Obama, you owe me a certain percentage of the profits, because if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have done what you did. You just said so.
Yeah, well, believe me, they are taking it already. They just don't know it. Anybody that's in business realizes the impact that government has when they keep taking. They're the first ones to take and the second ones to take. But, hard work and, just, being self-reliant, and it's really important that you just got to get in there, find out what your passion is, as you always said, and then go after it, because it's there for you. And I think people are going to have a lot of opportunities when Obama gets tossed out and we get some fresh ideas in there, because
you talk about self-reliance and all that. What is your philosophy on setting goals for yourself?
Well, aim high. Aim high, and things are obtainable, and it might seem like the chips are down, especially in the Madison area. It's always negative news all the time, and they feed off of that negative energy.
Let me tell you something. Wisconsin is case number one why nobody should believe negative polls. Not after what happened in Wisconsin with Scott Walker and the recall. That's a great example of how people ought not listen. And you said at the beginning of your call, you think these polls are way off.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan get in there, I mean, they're going to be like a fox in the henhouse. It's going to be easy to clean some stuff out of here and get things on the right track. If anybody's ever considered starting a business, when this thing turns over, things are at the bottom. Things are going to turn around. I mean, we just need to stop the bleeding right now. Get rid of this guy and start moving forward. But, aim high with goals. And, listen to your show. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of good things in there, and people just need to listen and believe that they can do it and believe in themselves. It's huge. I thank you so much for being able to, voice that. You just don't get that in this area hardly at all. So thank you.
Thank you, JR. I really appreciate it. More than you know. And continued good fortune to you. Here is Eric in Conover, North Carolina. Hello.
Hey, Rush.
Hey.
I'm actually in Lenore today. I'm on the road, but I'm from Conover. App business grad and Christian school parent, dittos to you.
I appreciate it.
I just have 2 points that I can't believe that they're not being discussed or brought out with Obama, Mr. Blaine president, trying to not take responsibility for what's going on. If you remember, and you're one of the ones that talked about it, when Obama became the clear nominee in May of 2008, the stock market was over 13,000, if I'm right. And at that point, the stock market began to fall when it became clear that Obama was probably going to be the nominee. Not because he had taken control, but because we knew, with your education of the public, what he was about.
And the same thing started happening with unemployment. Unemployment started going through the roof in October and particularly November, after Obama won. No, you're exactly right about this.
Businesses started hiding. They started retreating. They started getting conservative in their decision-making because they knew the storm was coming. Or at least smart businessmen did.
Oh, but since you're bringing up the stock market, when Obama was nominated, anybody remember what the gasoline price was when Obama was immaculated? Try under $2, and now it's over $4, back up to $4 in California and in other places. And that's got to be the comparison. When he was immaculated, what was the gas price? What is it? This week, folks, I had a story from AP. And you know what it said? Gas price over $4. The people don't care now. Just not that big a deal to people anymore. It's an amazing thing. Nothing to see here. Let's talk about how Romney killed a guy's wife. Well, compare it now to when Obama was immaculated, everything else, and it's utter disaster.